How we doing? Sorry that it's taken me ages to come back and do another podcast, video cast. I really am. Just work's been absolutely manic and mental. I guess a big part of me, as I said previously, is that I've not really had a lot to say. I've been well, and that got me on to thinking about mental health. Being this week is mental health week, and I spent some time this week with my wife doing a wide range of things for BDO, who she works for, and I have to admit, she and the team, who I guess it's some entertainment committee that they're part of, what they've been doing, and sorry, I'm at work at the moment, as you can tell, but the work that they've been doing has been phenomenal, and it got me thinking onto people, the reasons why they do what they do, and I guess most importantly how we as people sometimes accept that we're to blame. I mean, we're to blame for shortcomings, we're to blame for issues that are going on, and do you know what? I don't think we are. I don't think that we need to be in the position where we're blaming ourselves for it. We just need to highlight any issues that might have been caused, might have arisen, take accountability for it. But at the end of the day, review and highlight the situation and the issue that you're in, and say to yourself, have I been a factor into the reasons why this has happened? Have I been a positive factor? Have I been a negative factor? Would I have changed anything that I have done to get myself into this situation? Because trust me when I say it, that you probably aren't the issue. You may be a reason behind it, but you're not the issue. So don't beat yourself up over it. Don't beat yourself up over how other people make you feel. Talk about it 100%, but at the end of the day, when you go home and you shut your doors and you go home to your house, to your parents' house, whatever, make sure that you know that you've given absolutely everything, and you've done everything in your power to justify and to know that you've given it your all during that day, during that season, during that training session, whatever. So that's how I wanted to start today. That whatever you're doing, trust the process, trust yourself, believe in yourself, love yourself, because there'll be times when you won't be able to love yourself, because you'll be looking down the barrel of the gun and it will be dark, and your finger will be on the trigger. But you need to remember that you're stronger than what you think, and all the negative stuff, all the hurtful words that people say, they do say it 100%. You need to remember that at the end of the day, you're a good person, and trust that and follow that and be that good person that you know you are. So there we go. That was a really quick intro to the podcast, to us, to what we're doing. So as we do normally, a massive thanks to Tim Berrington. Sorry, Tim, I haven't got your jumper on because it's sunny in Croydon. But Tim Berrington from FCK Couture, who again is a guy who I know is fighting the good fight. He's out there doing what he believes in, and he's being a great dad. He's been a great businessman, great business owner, but he will be the first person to put his hand up and say that he struggled as well, and especially with FCK Couture, he knows that the clothing brand is good, and he knows the clothes that he's developing are really, really good quality. But I guess it's that frustration of price point, it's that frustration of you want in and you're believing in it, and you want to be selling it, but you just got to keep going, my man. Keep following the process. Keep believing you, and be your own hype man. Yeah, be your own hype man. I want to give a shout out to, and I can't remember what team you played for, but my lads were in a football tournament over at Broadbury Chief, I think it was Broadbury Chief, that we did disastrously in, and it was horrible. But there's this little lad who come up to me, he's obviously playing against my lad Daniel, and he was like, "Oh my God, you're the man in the shed, you know what I mean, listen to your podcast." So here's a shout out to you, young man. I think you played in goal, and I can't remember what team you played in, but thank you very much for listening, I really appreciate it. I hope you listen to the ramblings of an old man, 42 years old, because, listen, you will be getting, especially now, you've just done your SATS, I think, which, why 11-year-olds are sitting SATS, and the school system, which I think is totally broken, but why are they putting so much pressure on you guys at 11 to be doing SATs and to be learning stuff that, let's be honest, you're not even going to be taking with you in adult life? You know what I mean? If you want to start doing stuff, start teaching them how to do percentages, start teaching them how to read interest rates, start teaching them what to look for in contracts, yeah, because they're the kind of stuff that you need to look out for, not in this sentence we spoke about eat. What other words can you be used to describe eating? You just what? Just mental, you know, absolutely rubbish stuff that I get it, because when I look at certain words and in my emails, I'm always going back to the same type of structure. And I sometimes do Google a different meaning for the word of this, and I put it into a sentence, but it's not me. It's not me writing that email. And that frustration then comes out because I want to be me. You know, I mean, I want to sit there and write an email and say, this is how I would sell to you. This is the reason why I want you to come and have an event here at Fairfield Halls. This is the reason why I want you to come and visit Fairfield Halls and stuff like that, because I love my job. I love what I'm doing at the moment. And it's me writing it, you know what I mean? And I've got a great team here. There is a great team here. But don't lose that personality. Don't lose you. Follow you. Be you. You know what I mean? Be a strong you. But to go back to the SATS thing, if you're 11 years old and you know what you want to do, and you know that you want to go into the army, crack on, brilliant, superb, serve king and country. If you're 11-year-old and you're sitting there going, I don't even know what I want to have for breakfast, let alone what I want to do for the rest of my life, that's also fine. Okay, that's also fine. You're not meant to know what you want to do in life. It's meant to be fun. You know what I mean? Sometimes be a bit courageous and a bit brave. There's nothing wrong with being unique. There's nothing wrong with you being you. Because, believe it or not, you are special. Yeah? You are unique. And that's what makes the world go round. If we were all the same, it would be bloody boring. I say to my kids every day when I used to drop them off at school, be the light in the room. And I can't remember where I heard it from, but it struck a chord with me wherever I heard it from, and it's so true. So if you're struggling, or you don't know what you want to do in life, or you're sitting there thinking, oh, I've had enough of life, be the light in the room. Be the difference, be the reason. Even if you are the only person in that room, be your own light. Yeah, because you don't know the impact of you not being here could have on other people. Okay, so lights shine brightest. So sometimes you need to shine bright. As Rihanna said, shine bright like a diamond. But it's so true. If you don't shine bright and you don't be the brightest, shiniest light in the room, who's going to be drawn to you? I mean, who's gonna reach out to you? Who honestly is going to say, I want to be part of you. I want to be with you. There's a good energy there, and that's what you need to understand, and that's what you need to really appreciate. But just keep fighting the good fight. I was listening to Baz Luhrmann song this morning again, and I guess it's like a bit of a wake-up call and an energy song for me, but it's so true. Do you know what I mean? Listen to that song, I mean, everybody's free to wear sunscreen. Listen to that song, because the actual lyrics in that song, they're very impactful. And B, so easy for me to say mental health week and I am good and I am happy, but try and be happy. Yeah, and try and find that thing that you know and you love that will drive you to be happy. I only wanted to give you a quick one because I'm on my lunch break and I've realised that it's mental health week and I haven't said anything or posted anything. I promise you that I will be back and I will be doing more regular podcasts and I will be showing you the love and I will be there for you all. So this is Kurt Ritchie, a Man in the Shed podcast. Sadly not in the shed, but I guarantee you I will be back in the shed soon. Look after yourself and look after each other, yeah? Bye-bye.